Say hello, Fit, to the pachyderm of probability, Elephant. As you are all probably aware, Adobe Flash Player will be ending this month, so to honor the legacy that this software has created, I figured there was no better time to discuss what Flash game rep I wanted in Smash most. I've been playing Flash games my whole life, and I decided that the best way to represent what they're all about is Elephant. Elephant's games are created by former director of Armor Games, John Cooney, aka JMTV02, who is known for other games like Exit Path. It started with a game known as Elephant Rave in 2008, one which he created in a solid 4 hours. Since then, his games and little trunked mascot have gained plenty of popularity over the years. He mostly makes variants of platformers that involve Elephant with a few exceptions. His games represent the bigger aspects of what makes Flash games so enjoyable and why I think Elephant is the best pick for Smash. Meta humor and utter nonsense. And trust me, for this moveset, I leaned heavily into the nonsense factor. Ironically, Elephant will be a pretty small and light fighter. He'll have 2 jumps and no other movement options. Elephant's jab will start by him swinging his trunk twice, which will lead into a rapid jab where Elephant begins to rapid fire the blocks with all the letters of the alphabet on it. This is a reference to one of the stages, and this is the only level. Elephant's dash attack will be a classic charge elephants do that have their tusk pointing out. Onto the tilt attacks, Elephant's F tilt will have him stretch his trunk out forwards. This is a slight reference to the loading screen of Elephant Quest. For the up tilt, the lever from This Is the Only Level 3 will appear and flip from left to right. And for the down tilt, Elephant will do a small roll forwards. Things are going to get a little crazy when we get to the smash attacks, as the F smash will have a cursor appear and right click, causing the box to shoot out and deal damage. This move will come in very effective against the maximizers. This is a reference to This Is the Only Level 3. The up smash will be a reverse version of Palutena's up smash, as a rave light will start high up and shoot down in front of Elephant. This is a reference to the very first game, Elephant Rave. And for the down smash, spikes will appear under and on both sides of Elephant, shooting up and dealing damage. However, this will also cause an elephant corpse to shoot out and fly a fair distance away. This corpse will act as a projectile and can be really good for gimping your opponent. For the neutral air, Elephant will take out a wand and swing it around, causing green orbs to fly around him in a circle and then disappear. This is a reference to the wand item in Loot the Game. For the forward air, Elephant will take a sword and slash it in front of him. This is also a reference to the sword item in Loot the Game. The back air will be a backward slash with the sword. For the up air, a spinning slot wheel will appear above Elephant and deal multi-hitting damage, being launched away when Elephant hits it and it stops. The damage will differ depending on what it stops on, and this is a reference to Achievement Unlock 2. And for the down air, the red button will appear under Elephant and cause him to stomp downwards on it. This will stall him in the air briefly and has very powerful spike potential. This is a reference to This Is the Only Level 1 and 2. Elephant's grab will be a simple grab with his trunk, and his pummel will be a headbutt. For the forward throw, Elephant's hamster wheel will appear and have the opponent spin around in it rapidly before they fly away. The back throw will have Elephant stab the opponent with his tusks and fling them behind him. The up throw will have Elephant tie balloons to the opponent and headbutt them upwards. And the down air will have Elephant do a simple stomp. Whew. Okay. The normals of Elephant's moveset have been pretty normal, I would say. However, things are gonna get a little crazy now. Let's start off with the most basic one, with Elephant's neutral B. Holding the B button down will cause Elephant to have his laser appear and begin firing. It'll do a continuous stream of small, non-flinching damage similar to Fox's laser, and it travels about as far as Wolf's laser. Also, while you're firing it, you can angle the control stick in any direction to angle the laser itself. However, Elephant cannot move while he's using this laser. This is his main weapon of choice in Elephant Quest. For Elephant's side B, he'll fire out a pastry on the opposite side the button was pressed. This pastry is a simple projectile and does medium flinching damage on its own. However, the pastry also has a chance to become an edible food item. It also has a chance to be on fire, which will deal more damage, or it has a chance to explode, which will deal massive damage. The only way to tell if it's explosive or not is to just wait and see. Elephant has this pastry attack, and this is the only level 3, achievement unlocked 2, and achievement unlocked 3. Elephant's up B will have him go into a door and then come out of another one. This is very much like a teleport, however, it's not a simple one door to one door. It's one door to 3 doors. These 3 doors will appear in completely random locations, and you can press the C stick in the general direction of which door you want to teleport to. Elephant will go into freefall after this happens, so be very careful in which one you go to. Now these moves were a little crazy, but now we're getting into a little interesting territory. Buckle the hell up, because it's time for the down B. Elephant's down B is obey. Pressing down B is a complete gamble on what happens. There are a variety of possible outcomes that can happen from this move, as well as the probability that you will have to disobey what you normally do. This is a reference to Obey the Game, in which Elephant has to do a variety of tasks in a certain amount of time, and he has to pay attention to whether he has to obey or disobey what the task is. And now, let's take a look at what Obey can give you. The first one is called Survive. Getting this will cause a spike ball to be rolled out from Elephant's position, and it will deal damage. However, Disobey causes whoever is not hit by the spike ball to take damage. The next one is Ditch. This will have a rocket appear around Elephant and begin flying up, and this rocket will fly into the top blast zone. It is important that Elephant jumps off at just the right time before he is star KO'd. However, Disobey causes the rocket to not go into the top blast zone and will slowly fade after a little bit, and if Elephant stays in the rocket, he will get both of his jumps back. If he does jump out of the rocket during Disobey, he will go into freefall. The next one is Ride. This one causes a cloud to appear, and whoever jumps in it, it'll soon become very similar to Steve's minecart attack, which is basically just a moving hitbox. Alternatively, Disobey will cause it to function a lot more like Captain's assist trophy, carrying whoever it catches into the blast zone if it is not mashed out of in time. The next one is Collect. This will have 3 coins randomly appear on the stage, and whoever collects them all will get a strength buff. However, Disobey will cause whoever collects them to become poisoned. The next one is Walk. This will cause Elephant's dashes to have super armor and deal damage for a short time. However, Disobey will cause Elephant to take damage if he isn't standing still. He can still attack, but he cannot move. The next one is Push This. 2 buttons will appear on the stage that say this and that respectively. If the wrong button is pressed, the presser is given massive damage and knockback, very similar to like a motion sensor bomb or something like that. Naturally, Obey has you press this, Disobey has you press that. And the final task is Coffee Break. Nothing happens. Overall, there are 13 possible outcomes that you can get from Obey. And like I said previously, each one is completely up to chance on what happens. So if you're feeling lucky, go ahead and pull the trigger. You might get a really cool kill out of it. Elephant's final smash will be called Absolute Completion. This will start by Elephant stomping as a large list of scrolling orange boxes appear in front of him, which has a very slight vacuum box. If an opponent is hit by this scrolling box, they will then be sent into a cinematic. The opponent is then sent through a bunch of spikes, speed warps, teleporters, you name it. It will then cut to Elephant filling the stage up with water, then hopping up the stairs as it fades to white, ending with the final screen at the end of Achievement Unlocked 2. Elephant's default costume will be his cute blue self. The next doll will have him be entirely red. This is a reference to the donkey as well as the stage Schizophrenic. The third doll will have him be entirely green. This is a reference to the Velociraptor, and this is the only level 3. The next doll will have him be all yellow. This is a reference to James, the elephant that you talk to right before you fight Woolly Mammoth in Elephant Quest. And the next doll is based on Woolly Mammoth, making him purple and his tusks and nails yellowish. The next doll will have him be pure orange. This is a reference to King Hamster in Achievement Unlocked 3. The next doll will have him be a nice pink magenta-ish color. This is a reference to his wife, who appears at the end of Run Elephant Run and appears in the romance section of Obey the Game. And the final alt will have him be gray with white tusks, and it's a reference to regular elephants. The Kirby hat will give Elephant a little trunk. And naturally, when he uses Neutral B, it'll have a cannon appear on his head. Elephant's on-screen will simply have him fall out of the orange pipe, just like the start of every stage, and this is the only level. For the first taunt, Elephant will flap his ears and stomp, which is just typical cute elephant behavior. The second taunt will have a speech bubble appear above Elephant that says friend. This is a reference to This is the Only Level 3. And the third taunt will have Elephant sword fight a ghost sword, which recreates the Armor Games logo. Elephant's victory theme will be music from This is the Only Level 1, ending with the stage cleared music from the same game. Elephant's first victory animation will have him sit on the couch and enjoy a nice cup of coffee.
Elephant wins!
For the second victory animation, Elephant will triumphantly stroll around with his hat.
Elephant wins!
For the final victory animation, Elephant will walk up to the door before it opens and have Elephant walk back into the orange pipe. Just like how he ends every stage, and this is the only level.
Elephant wins!
There are so many locations in Elephant's variety of games that I thought would make a great stage, that all capture the nice, charming essence of what makes the games fun, but I eventually settled on what is probably my favorite place in all of them, level 218, Finger Painting. This stage is very similar to Great Cave Offensive, as opponents will typically be KO'd by going through the pipes or be hit into the spikes with high enough damage. Hitting the button on the stage will cause the door to open for a brief time, and anything that touches it will activate it, projectiles, items, anything. And to make it a little easier to KO people, certain areas of the stage can be broken to open up more blast zones. Now, Elephant's classic mode is going to be a little unprecedented, for you see, this is the only match in the entire route. This will have Elephant face off against Mario. pretty simple match, pretty simple fighter, you know, simple. The next phase will be against Mario, but the controls are reversed. The next phase will be against Mario, but you're both invisible. The next phase will be against Mario, but you are both metal. The next phase will be against Mario, but he is tiny and you are giant. The next phase will be against Mario, but he is giant and you are tiny. Then you play the bonus game. And the final phase will be against Mario, but Master Hand is there, and you don't fight Mario at all. An elephant will also come with something even more special, something that really reflects him and something we could not do without. More achievements! So, with Elephant, I am adding 50 extra achievements. The achievements are as follows. Select Elephant, choose all 2, choose all 3, choose all 4, choose all 5, choose all 6, choose all 7, choose all 8, start a match with Elephant, stand still for 5 seconds with Elephant, win as Elephant, lose as Elephant, do Elephant's double jump, fire every letter from Rapid Jab, get all 4 slots with up air, do all of Elephant's aerials, do all of Elephant's smash attacks, do all of Elephant's tilt attacks, do all of Elephant's specials, do all of Elephant's throws, do all of Elephant taunts, get one of every outcome with Obey, hit the Elephant corpse with a pastry, eat a pastry, use Elephant's final smash, get a meteor smash with down air, KO Palutena with up smash, hit somebody off stage with Elephant corpse, clank swords with another fighter. Get coffee break while an opponent's shield is broken. Have another opponent eat an exploding pastry. Ouch! Select 218 finger painting. Touch a spike on 218 finger painting. Hit every spike on 218 finger painting. Go through the closed pipe on 218 finger painting. Press the button on 218 finger painting 5 times. Hold the button on 218 finger painting for 10 seconds. Find every secret breakable area on 218 finger painting. Beat all of Elephant's spirit boards with Elephant. Beat Elephant's classic mode. KO an opponent with stamina with Elephant laser. Hit Fox, Falcon, or Wolf with Elephant's down tilt. KO Pikachu as Elephant. Get ditched while off stage. Have Mario collect the 3 coins and collect. KO an opponent with Survive. Get Rye in the air. Push that. Dash with Walk. And finally, get all achievements. Whew. Now on to the spirits. Elephant's games admittedly do not provide a lot of different characters to use. However, I decided to send Flash games off with a proper treatment and branch out to many, many Flash games using the most well-known of all time and ones from my personal bias. In doing this, I have added 10 spirits. The first spirit will be Dart Monkey from Balloons. This will be a Diddy Kong with a drill and 3 Kirby's that will just jump around. This takes place on Onett. The next spirit will be Line Rider. This will be a Pac-Man who favors Side B with an icy floor. This takes place on Pictochat. The next spirit will be Fancy Pants. This will be a very fast Lucas who has a home run bat. This takes place on Flat Zone X. The next spirit is Interactive Buddy. This will be a Kirby who has very strong super armor and does not move very often. This is a stamina battle and takes place on Wii Fit Studio. The next spirit is Burrito Bison. This is an Incineroar with a rocket belt and fastfall who will favor Nair and Side B. This takes place on Boxing Ring. The next spirit is Toss the Turtle. This will be an Iggy Koopa who favors Up B, while Ray Guns, Super Scopes, and Steel Divers will spawn during the match, and there will be Bob-omb Rain. This takes place on Mushroomy Kingdom. The next spirit is Sushi Cat. This will be a Jigglypuff who will get stronger after eating and will grow when at high damage. This takes place on Susaku Castle. The next spirit, finally dipping into the elephant games, is King Hamster. This will be a giant Pikachu with powerful melee attacks and strong super armor. This takes place on Mario Bros. The next spirit is Supreme Duck from Duck Life 3 Evolution. This will start with a tiny King Dedede, followed by a Ganondorf who has strong melee attacks, a Wii Fit trainer who is very fast, a Falco with high jumps and slow falling, and a Greninja that favors special attacks. And when all of them are KO'd, it is followed by a very, very powerful Mewtwo. This takes place on Final Destination. And the final spirit is Woolly Mammoth. This will be a giant elephant whose dashes will deal damage and has strong super armor, and 5 small Falcos will show up when Woolly is at high damage. This takes place on Omega Coliseum. And that is everything for Elephant. I know this video seemed very, very gushy. It had a lot of details, I added a lot of achievements. It seems like I adore Flash games. And that's because I do. I have grown up with Flash games my entire life, and I have seen so many incredible ideas come from them, and it's so cool to see some Flash games evolve into more, getting ports to the PC, getting ports to the PlayStation, the Henry Stickmin collection, all stuff like that. It is insane to see how much Flash games have truly evolved over the 20 plus years that they have been around. And I think if any of them were to be represented in Smash, it would have to be the one that encapsulates the irony and the nonsense of just pure fun than Elephant. Elephant's games are insane, but so unbelievably charming. I recommend playing them all while you still can, and hopefully one day we can say hello-elephant to him on the battlefield. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sure this video is going to be very, very long, and I apologize, but at the same time, I don't care. But I greatly appreciate you sticking around to watch the whole thing. And of course, if you have a wacky character that you'd like to see put in Smash, put them in the comments below, and I may take a crack at them someday.